H2O, Just Add Water, is an Australian television series that originally aired from 2006 to 2010.
I was gonna use ChatGPT to do the whole fucking thing, but I just realized ChatGPT is basic as fuck. Therefore, I'm not going to do that, I'm gonna do it myself. So what H2O is actually about is a bunch of Australian girls who get turned into mermaids with really bad CGI. And
It's not CGI though.
The transformations are CG, and them flapping about through the water at light speed is CG.
It's not CG. It's
and the
editing.
the tails look really bad.
It's practical effects, guy.
You know what? We are here to review H2O Just Add Water because a long time ago, my wife decided she was going to make me watch this show out of boredom.
It was my childhood.
And you know what happened? I started watching it because of her. And then she got bored, but then I was invested, so I had to keep watching it. And now I'm doing a review because I'm very annoyed about one specific part about this whole show that I'm going to get into later. But for now, let's watch the very first episode together. Here we go. We need to talk about that fucking theme song. We need to talk about that. I'm gonna Google who sang.
The H2O theme song? Australian.
Ellie Henderson.
That's why you don't know. Are you Australian?
I'm not. Nar. I'm skipping the goddamn intro.
I love the intro.
The intro's bad. So cool.
Is your entire video gonna be like mocking Australian accents?
It's a funny fucking accent, dude. I have a lot to say about this show.
Hey, Cleo.
Speaking of which, here's the main antagonist guy.
That Cleo.
Oh yeah.
I'm in some trouble here.
I always
help?
wondered, are they supposed to be in high school? Or
He's supposed to be in high school. He's at least 30.
Please.
Quick point, his sidekick, he gets no exposition at all. No one knows who that guy is. He shows up in this episode one. That's it. He doesn't have a
Sidekicks
crew.
aren't important though.
Sidekicks are very important. Sidekicks are always important. Heroes and villains have sidekicks all the time. And
Tell me. Oh wait, never mind. I take it back.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, who's Joker's sidekick? Do you know of any of his henchmen?
Yeah. Joker's sidekick is Harley Quinn.
Yeah, that's why I took it
And
back.
his henchmen are the clowns.
How about the Penguin?
Penguin's sidekick is...
I caught you.
Wait, no, Penguin is a sidekick. He's Mr. Freeze's sidekick.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Because Penguin's
Mr.
like
Freeze,
the cold.
Penguin, yeah.
I'm trying to think of a villain now that doesn't have a sidekick.
They all have a sidekick.
Maybe.
Even Marvel. Green Goblin has Hobgoblin. Spider-Man has Miles. Sidekicks are important.
This isn't happening.
That's stunt double.
Yeah.
I got thrown off.
Yeah, this is Biceps McGee, who's meant to be a teenage girl. Look at him, 6'7", diving onto that boat. And now 5'2". We really did not need an 80s style montage. That's terrible.
Why did they start going on a stroll though?
I don't know. I mean, they basically committed grand larceny and stole a boat from someone else.
Are you licensed? Are you my mother?
Is that meant to be a cool one-liner?
So they just randomly saw their friend walking?
Yeah, I
and
just
like,
happened to notice our best friend.
Paddling to that island? Mako Island? Forget it. No one goes there. It's surrounded by sharks and reefs and mangroves.
Reefs.
It's all we've got.
Reefs.
Not reefs.
I'm just asking, did they not see the island before they got all the way out of here and think, we're in a zodiac that's about 4 feet long. How much fuel are we using going around all of Sydney Harbor before we just stroll out to sea? Just that.
You know, I can't judge them. I am afraid of wildlife and fish and sharks
Yeah, but they're Australian.
and reefs.
Yeah, but they're Australian. Like, if they walk barefoot, they'll get killed by a redback spider.
I'm Caribbean. I probably shouldn't be afraid of.
Yeah, but you don't have anything bad where you're from.
Okay.
Like, what's the worst thing you have? Mosquito?
I love how that cave slowly get her up.
Yeah,
Like,
she
it
was
was-
falling pretty slowly. That's like a 12-degree angle. She's sliding down.
I'm okay. I'm fine. Can you climb up? No. Are you sure? Come on, just try. I can't.
She says she can't climb
no
up
way.
even though she
It's
hasn't
too steep.
tried yet.
I've got to go down and get her.
Very female, but
Are you crazy?
I mean, I imagine that's what a girl would say. Nah, can't climb up. Somebody has to come rescue me.
You mean that's very me, right?
That's specifically.
That's
yeah.
yeah. I knew you were throwing shade.
Crazy? It doesn't make sense if you.
Fuck, would you go down that hole if you just saw your friend go down the hole and die, basically get trapped forever? You don't know what's down there. You don't know if there's a saltwater crocodile down there
In a cave.
in a cave
In a cave.
in Australia. 2 wasn't dumb enough for you. How about 3?
You know what? She loves her friends. She's not gonna leave them behind.
Bro, I don't give a if I love my friends, I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna go get help or something from somewhere else. Maybe build a rope for you. I don't know. Anything except for get all 3 of us
You know
trapped in the
what?
same cave.
She was feeling FOMO.
Dumb.
I know that feeling.
Dumb.
This is the water police. Please make your way to the boarding ladder at the rear of the vessel.
So Australia doesn't have a coast guard. They got the water police, bro.
Unless, what if the term Coast Guard is trademarked?
Time to Google it.
I love how she just looks like this is a minor inconvenience for her,
Yeah, she's like,
and
oh no.
she's not terrified that she's basically a monster at this point.
She's just like, Mar.
No one saw her, and how did she leave?
No one saw her on broad daylight in Sydney, Australia.
My
the most
question
populated
is-
city in the country.
My question is, how did she leave?
How the fuck did she leave?
Because
Did she crawl?
doesn't grass stay wet for a while?
It does.
And the slightest touch of liquid.
Apparently that's what turns them.
Yo, does that mean they don't lotion their skin?
I guess not.
They
I
be
guess they don't
ashy.
take showers.
They do take showers. Come on.
The tails are like. Exactly like. We look like mermaids.
I've told you before, you're not funny. Mermaids don't exist. That's just too weird.
She's denying mermaids' existence even though she literally is one now. I don't get it. We're about to meet my favorite character.
Lewis.
Alright.
Clay, oh.
Okay, sorry. Bye. Do you know anything about mermaids? Are you crazy?
Cleo, this is really serious. If anyone found out about this, we could be in big trouble.
What exactly is gonna get you in trouble? They'll probably just hospitalize you. That's about it.
I mean, they said something about them getting signed.
Dissected?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah, they're way too valuable to dissect. No,
Yeah.
but then again, there is 3 of them.
True. They probably killed the dumb one.
Which
Probably
one's the
killed
dumb one?
Clear. Also in this scene, we really see like the acting trifecta. We see like who's the weakest actor,
Cleo.
Clear, and then Ricky's in the middle, and then Emma.
Obviously,
is the
that's
best
why
one,
Emma
because
got
she's the
more.
only person who got like
Yeah.
later roles in life.
Yeah.
Lewis is pretty good at acting too, but maybe it's because his role is less serious. Time for some exposition. First of all, everyone is way too calm for what's happening right now. Anybody in their right mind would be screaming their fucking head off. That's one thing, but also the most important thing that annoys me about the transformation is how do the tops change? I get the bottom half like changing into a fish thing, but how is their bra
This
just a fish
is-
bra?
This is a real life magical girl anime, alright?
Basically, yeah, but I just don't get the logic.
I
'Cause
mean,
everything else in the show.
mermaids aren't real.
Yeah,
So
they're
what
not.
logic do you need?
Here's the logic I need, okay? Because they go into a deep exposition later in this show. I'm not going to show you those boring episodes, but they try to explain the biology of them several times, which is why, okay,
And
if
the
you want
bras
to be
are part
super
of it?
scientific and Australia and analytical about it, then why do the bras change? That part makes no
And
sense.
if their hair is like If their
their
hair's like
hair's-
done up.
Done up, suddenly it's in braids or
No,
something.
it's not in braids. If their hair was in braids, it's all loose.
Yeah, it's
now.
all loose suddenly. I don't know why your hair just got unbraided, but but yeah, I that part
I
bothers me
mean,
deeply.
I like it. I think they have like one of the best looking tails in media,
No, I don't know.
in my
man.
opinion.
I mean,
It's not a CGI tail.
I mean,
like
it's
you
a
were saying
real
earlier.
tail. I get that. It's like a costume tail. Like,
Yeah,
but it still don't look.
it looks great.
I can see their knees through it, but whatever.
Mermaids have knees.
Mermaids have knees.
Yes, they do.
If mermaids aren't real, how many knees should they have?
Okay, fair enough. But I mean, a lot of sea mammals have knees. You should know this.
Yeah, sea mammals have knees. Does that look a mammal? Sea mammals don't have scales.
Wouldn't mermaids be mammals? Though?
Then why would they have fish tails instead of dolphin tails?
But their tails are in the same way a mammal's tail direction is
Okay, but
not
why
like
are
a
they
fish.
Scaly?
Because
And why can they
aesthetic.
breathe underwater? Mammals can't do that, you know. They have to come up
You
for
know,
air.
to be fair, they probably can't breathe underwater.
Also, it's wild that this is an internet cafe with one computer.
But don't you just hate this trope in all of these mythical TV shows? All they
just
do is
fucking
Google
it.
it. They just
Then
Google
again,
it.
we just Googled everything and we have to know about this stuff too.
Yeah,
So I
but
guess it
then-
makes sense that the first thing you do when you
I
know something is
know,
Google it.
but like you'd think you'd find all of this stuff in like a
The
special
restricted section
book
of the library.
or something like that,
I
right?
mean, Harry Potter, you find this in the restricted section of
Imagine
the library.
if the Harry Potter dudes were just Googling everything.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they have a spell for that.
Google?
Find
The
info.
Google spell?
Yeah,
That's not Google.
that is not Google. That's the Wikipedia.
Really?
I think that was Wikipedia.
That's not Wikipedia.
I'm trying to make out what these words are.
Mythical creatures from
No,
Greek
no, the
mythology.
website.
www.blur.
Blur, 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 blur. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Is that even a real webpage?
Probably not. I mean, they make these for shows all the time.
Guy, got yourself a protector, have you, Cleo? You and whose army? It's not going to do you any good. You know, Cleo, one of these days, with or without Lewis, something really bad might happen to you.
This scene confirms three things.
So many questions, man.
No, I have all the answers.
What?
First off, this scene confirms three things. One, that Lewis is a badass just because he's Australian and can fight this other guy, even though he's a nerd, right? That means Lewis is probably cooler than Zane.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing. The
Okay.
second thing, she has no idea that she had these powers.
I was thinking the same thing.
Alright, I forgot the third thing.
Yeah, the third thing.
The third thing that we've confirmed in this scene is that Zane's a pussy. Zane can't fight.
Yeah, if
Zane
water,
hides behind his dad.
if water was enough to knock him out,
Water scares him. Lewis the nerd scares him. Cleo scares him.
why is
His
he
dad
picking on,
scares him.
on Cleo? Like this makes
I don't
no
know why
sense.
he doesn't like Clear.
Yeah, she's obviously a pretty girl.
That might be it. Maybe he likes Clear. Then again, later in the series, we see that he doesn't like Clear.
He likes
and
the
actually
other
likes
one.
Ricky. Also, she just revealed herself to Lewis entirely. We don't know why.
No, Lois doesn't know that she did it, but the fact that
I'm
she
pretty sure
ran.
he's smart enough to figure it out.
Yeah, the fact that she ran.
She ran away
yeah.
after.
Oh, this was the bad CGI.
That's what I was talking about.
I've totally forgot about this.
Yeah, you can see she's lifting water out of the glass.
She's
but the
a
amount
water
of
bender,
glass
you know?
The amount of water inside the glass hasn't changed. So,
She's a waterbender.
fucking hate it. Why do they have superpowers? One of them isn't even water related. One of them has like fire powers.
No, she heats water up.
She heats everything up.
Everything?
Everything.
Everything?
Everything. She can heat things up.
I don't recall that.
And one of them is like, what, psychic or something?
Psychic?
I'm trying to remember what MR does.
Emma cold make things cold.
Oh, right, she freezes things,
She
which don't
freezes
have to be
water.
water. No, she killed someone, actually. I remember
Yeah,
that.
the human body is 75% water.
Interesting.
And it grows even more. Where's the extra water coming from?
That's
They
a
put that in because they
lot
couldn't
of...
figure out the CGI.
That's
But
a
it grows
lot
even
of
more.
water.
It grows more water. Okay,
Oh.
so she can just change physics. She can just create new matter.
Yo,
She just fixed the energy crisis.
They shouldn't be worrying about the government. They're fine.
Honestly, they could just destroy the world. They could just run everything if they felt like that. Hey man, if you don't give me $1 million, I'll flood the world. That's just
facts. Like if I had powers like that,
I would flood the world.
I would be a dictator.
I'd be a dictator too. Me and my 2 homies over here are going to give y'all a real hard time unless $1 million is delivered to this underwater base where my secret lair is.
No, I'd force world peace and end world hunger.
Sure thing, but I've seen The Boys. I know what happens if people actually get superpowers.
I'm nothing like them.
Course yacht. Course yacht. Okay.
What? Course yacht?
Course yacht. You're not? Course yacht.
I'm not.
Whatever happens, we're in this together.
Doesn't mean we're married, does it?
Now that was actually funny.
That's the end of episode 1. I have very little to say about it, besides what I've already said. Okay, so after watching through that edit, I realized I forgot the crux of my hatred for this show. So Zane, after getting his ship sunk, Emmer comes to rescue him, and he totally sees her. He's awake the whole time this is happening. They make eye contact at some point. You can tell. They tried to edit it in a way that makes it look like that didn't happen, but it totally did. And then he just gets amnesia because the show has to keep going. Because of course, if Zane finds out, then the show ends, right? Because Zane's a dick. So yeah, that's why the show is really bad. I mean, everything else you've seen is why it's bad too, but this is why I hate it, and why I probably won't make another video about H2O unless you people beg me, and that's not gonna happen. So yeah, I hate H2O.